So, let's talk about a fascinating figure, Martin Bogardus. On the one hand, he's a retired aerospace systems engineer, a world of pure logic and precision. But on the other, he's a Masonic folk poet, a storyteller connecting ancient traditions to our modern world. How does one person even begin to bridge those two seemingly opposite identities? Well, let's dive in.
And yeah, that's really the big question here, isn't it? A career built on hard data, systems, and logic, it feels like it's a million miles away from a life rooted in ancient symbolism, storytelling, and folk music. So how in the world does that happen?
You've got the analytical mind over here and the creative soul over there. Systems and logic on one side, symbolism and story on the other. But the amazing thing about Bogardus is that he's not defined by just one. He's actually built this incredible bridge that connects them both.
Okay, so first, let's look at him as a scholar. And I don't mean some stuffy academic poring over dusty old books. Bogardus has this incredible knack for finding Masonic history and ideas in the most unexpected places, like, in our favorite TV shows.
This quote just nails his whole approach. He wrote this piece for The Square magazine, where he analyzes a character from the huge hit series Outlander. See, he's not just passively watching TV. He's showing us how these deep Masonic principles are actually woven into a huge, mainstream story. He makes these old ideas feel totally relevant right now. He uses this story to shine a light on a core Masonic value, the idea of building unity even when the world is completely divided. By showing how these two characters, who have every reason to hate each other because of their politics and religion, find common ground through Masonry, he makes a really complex historical idea feel, well, real and easy to grasp.
But here's the thing. Bogardus isn't just a guy writing from the sidelines. No way. He is deeply involved in the day-to-day life and leadership of Freemasonry, bridging that world of big ideas with the world of real, hands-on action.
And when you look at what he does, it's all over the map in the best way possible. He leads New Jersey's Lodge of Masonic Research, which is all about deep scholarship. At the same time, he's helping to shape the statewide conversation as an editor for their magazine. And then, in a perfect nod to his engineering background, he's also a craftsman.
And this is where that aerospace engineer's mind for precision meets the soul of an artisan. Operative masonry. It's a term that takes you right back to the origins of Freemasonry with actual stonemasons. For Bogardus, it means rolling up his sleeves and putting his skills to very practical, very real use for his fraternity.
And you can literally see the results of this. He's not just writing about history, he is physically building and preserving it. Get this, he designed and built a beautiful new oak case for one lodge, and then he also took the time to carefully repair and bring an old, broken one back to life for another. It's the perfect example of creating the new while truly honoring the old.
All right, now we get to what I think is the most fascinating part of his story, the poet and the musician. This is where he takes these centuries-old traditions and gives them a voice, a rhythm, and a home right here in the 21st century.
He's basically created his own genre. You could call it Appalachian Masonic folk. Just think about that mix for a second. The ancient symbolism of Freemasonry blending with the raw, honest, heartfelt music of the American mountains. It's a fusion that is completely and totally his own.
And his YouTube channel is where this all comes to life. It's like a digital lodge, a gathering place for his art. He's a real historian, too. He did this groundbreaking research where he actually discovered the true origins of the classic 1905 song Brother Masons, tracing it back to an old magazine. He's also passionate about reviving the work of the great Scottish Masonic poet William Harvey, teaching classes and making videos about this storyteller for the ages, so a whole new generation can discover him.
His poetry, it's like taking a tour through the entire Masonic experience. He captures that sense of mystery and awe you feel at initiation with poems like I Heard 3 Knocks on the Temple Door. He dives into morality with powerful stories like The Devil and the Mason. And of course, he celebrates those deep bonds of brotherhood, including that really special connection between a father and a son. So when you step back and look at everything this man does, what's it all really about? What's the legacy here? I think it all comes down to one powerful, simple idea: connection. He is the bridge. He connects the logical, analytical world of engineering with the symbolic, creative world of poetry. He links history to pop culture and ancient traditions to modern social media. More than anything, he's making sure that the past still has a vibrant, living voice in our present.
You know, his whole life is this amazing blueprint, really. It shows that for any ancient tradition, a fraternity, or really any cultural institution, the secret to survival isn't just about preserving the past in a museum. It's about finding creative, authentic, and powerful ways to translate it for the world we actually live in today.
And that kind of leaves us with one last big thought. Martin Bogardus gives us his answer, through scholarship, through craftsmanship, and through art. But his incredible story asks a much larger question for all of us. In a world that is constantly changing, how do we make sure the wisdom of the past finds its voice in our future?